The Mayan civilization originated in southern Mexico about 2,600 years before the beginning of the Common Era and rose to prominence around CE 250, just as the Roman Empire was beginning to collapse in Europe. Mayan culture spread across the area that now includes Mexico's Yucatan Peninsula, Guatemala, and Belize, as well as parts of Honduras and El Salvador. The ancient Maya were renowned for their spectacular murals, architecture, and carvings. Mayan interaction with other Mesoamerican civilizations resulted in a vibrant mingling of cultures. The Teotihuacanos were a group whose culture greatly influenced the Maya. Their city-state of Teotihuacan was the New World's earliest urban center. It was located in the Valley of Mexico, near today's Mexico City. Their people were farmers, traders, and artists, producing intricate ceramics, murals, and tools made of stone. The Maya and other Mesoamericans modeled their city-states, such as Palenque, after the structure of Teotihuacan. Mayan temples, palaces, and government buildings were located in the center of their cities. And as in Teotihuacan, these structures were built of stone that was often beautifully carved and painted. Most inhabitants of a Mayan city-state lived in simple structures that were clustered around the central district. Outdoor markets, much like this one, operated by Guatemalan descendants of the Maya, were held for people to buy and sell food and handcrafted items. One product sold in the markets was maize, or corn, which was the principal crop in Mesoamerica. In fact, maize is a grain that was first domesticated from wild grasses in southern Mexico around 7,000 years ago. Most maize was ground into flour and made into tortillas, which were the mainstay of the Mayan diet. In addition to maize, the Maya and other Mesoamericans raised squash, beans, chili peppers, cotton, and turkeys. At that time, no large domesticated animals were raised for food in this region. The Spanish explorers and colonists later imported cattle, horses, and other types of livestock. The Mayan civilization was extremely advanced in many respects. They utilized a sophisticated system of mathematics and two types of highly accurate calendars. They recorded astronomical data, and their hieroglyphic writing system was the most advanced in Mesoamerica. However, the Maya were not the first Mesoamericans to develop calendars and a written language. The first to do so were the Zapotec people, another of the early Mesoamerican cultures, whose capital city, Monte Alban, lies in the present-day Mexican state of Oaxaca. Mayan writing and calendars show a strong Zapotec influence. 6 centuries ago, Mayan books like this one were commonplace. Today, only 4 survive. The rest were burned by the Spaniards after they conquered Mexico, because they believed the books to be dangerous and subversive documents. Religion and astronomy deeply influenced the daily lives of the Maya, determining even the design and placement of important buildings. Mayans believed that the world went through continual cycles of creation and destruction. Their beliefs offered explanations for the forces of nature and gave a sense of order to their lives. Their priests acted as mediators between the Maya and their gods. Mayan religion centered on ritual sacrifice to appease the gods and keep their world in balance. Ceremonial ball games, played on courts like this, were seen as contests between their mythical hero twins and the gods of death. Mayans believed that pleasing the gods would lead to long lives, good fortune, and plentiful harvests. Mayan city-states were ruled by kings who also sought to appease the gods. One goal in their frequent tribal warfare was to capture rivals for use as sacrificial offerings. They also competed for territory and trade, since trade was another key element of Mayan culture. Some Mayan city-states, such as Tikal in Guatemala, developed primarily as regional trading centers. Mayans occasionally used cacao beans as a form of money, but they mainly bartered such goods as salt, honey, carved jade, cotton, animal skins, and feathers. Archaeologists have unearthed macaw feathers from the Mayan region of Central America, among the ruins of the ancient city of Pueblo Bonito in New Mexico. Their discovery shows that the trading network of the ancient American civilizations extended over a vast area. By the 9th century, many of the greatest Mayan cities were abandoned as a result of drought, overpopulation, and warfare. As the Maya declined in power, a militaristic people known as the Toltec shifted from a nomadic lifestyle to a more settled urban way of life. In the 10th century, they established an empire in Mexico's central highlands, ruled from their capital city of Tula. Within the next 50 years, the Toltec replaced the Maya as the dominant civilization in Mesoamerica. However, during the 1300s, nomadic Chichimec Indians and other invaders demolished the Toltec Empire and its capital city. While the Toltec Empire was collapsing in the Americas, Europe was in the midst of the medieval era, a time when nobles in castles sent knights into battle to defend their realms.